An acorn. Nothing special about it, just an ordinary acorn. But inside its tiny protective shell, you'll find everything this unremarkable nut needs to begin its transformational journey into a mighty oak. In fact, like this acorn, all life longs for transformation. The caterpillar longs to become a butterfly, the egg to become a chicken, the flower a fruit. This is a process of becoming, not learning. The acorn doesn't learn to be an oak, it becomes an oak. The caterpillar doesn't learn to be a butterfly, it becomes a butterfly. You're no different. You too long for a transformation. A transformation as monumental as an acorn becoming a towering oak. All acorns long for this transformation. All acorns have the potential for this transformation. Yet sadly, most acorns never leave the security of their protective shells. They never actualize their potential, and so they live and die as acorns, not as oaks. People are the same. But what kind of transformation do you seek? After all, your destiny isn't to become a tree, but something far greater. You long to escape your current condition. You long to be the best human being you can possibly be. You long for the life worth living. Are you ready to leave your comfortable shell behind? What you long for can't be achieved by thinking about it. The life worth living is a transformational process that must be experienced. But while the desire for transformation drives you, it's important to understand that not all transformations are the same. There are 3 distinct types of transformation, each with its own depth and impact. When a thirsty man drinks, he transforms his condition. When a poor man hits the lottery, he transforms his circumstances. But when Mr. Scrooge wakes up on Christmas morning, an utterly new man, he has experienced a transformation of being. It is this transformation of being that we are all ultimately longing for, whether we realize it or not. Each of these transformations fulfills a specific need. But the nature and depth of each one are vastly different. The first type of transformation is the transformation of condition. Transformations of condition satisfy immediate needs. When a thirsty man drinks, he transforms his condition. Our acorn transforms its condition when it's rescued from the clutches of a hungry squirrel or the blazing sun of a dry summer. There's nothing wrong with transformations of condition. When you're thirsty, you should drink. But it's a temporary fix, solving an immediate need and nothing more. The second type is the transformation of circumstance. When a poor man wins the lottery, he transforms his circumstance. An acorn buried in the soil undergoes a transformation of circumstance. A transformation of circumstance has a more lasting impact than a transformation of condition. This kind of transformation can alter your situation, even your life trajectory, but it doesn't transform who you are in an essential way. Our buried acorn, sadly, is still an acorn. In other words, a transformation of circumstance is merely external. Constantly chasing transformations of circumstance will never supply that life worth living you're truly longing for. No matter how much you rearrange the deck chairs on the Titanic, the ship is still sinking. Like temporary transformations of condition, transformations of circumstance aren't inherently good or bad. If you do happen to win the lottery, there's nothing wrong with buying a new house. However, they simply indicate a change in external factors rather than the inner metamorphosis, the inner alchemy you really long for. The third and most important type of transformation is the transformation of being. When Mr. Scrooge wakes up on Christmas morning, fresh from his ghostly nightmare, he is an utterly new man. He has experienced a transformation of being. Old Scrooge is dead. A new Scrooge has emerged. A selfish human caterpillar has now become a selfless human butterfly. Mr. Scrooge has experienced a transformation of being. He has undergone a radical change of heart, not merely a change of mind. He's no longer greedy and selfish. He is now a selfless man, A man who knows exactly who he is, why he was born, and what the life worth living is all about. Instead of desperately hanging on to himself, he now longs only to give himself away. The fact that we love this Christmas story so much, and so many like it, proves that it's this miraculous transformation of being that we all really long for as well. Our acorn also experiences a transformation of being. Its destiny is to evolve from a tiny seed into a massive oak, vast, unshakable, and deeply rooted in the earth. Like Scrooge, the acorn has also died and been selflessly reborn. Its branches provide sturdy foundations for children's swings and nesting birds. It shelters sensitive plants and people picnicking below. Its acorns produce yet more oaks and provide food for squirrels and chipmunks who scurry up and down its trunk. Instead of clinging fearfully to its precious resources behind a protective shell as a lowly acorn, the oak now spreads its limbs and freely shares the bountiful energy it collects from sun and earth. This transformation of being is the transformation we all really want. The transformation of being that changes us irrevocably from selfish to selfless human beings. All too often, however, we settle for transformations in condition and circumstance. These lesser changes are deceptively alluring, mimicking the feeling of selflessness. At least for a time, they allow us to temporarily lose ourselves in mindless distraction and occupation or merely self-indulgence. A transformation of being, on the other hand, is the authentic fruit of the life worth living. And just like this acorn, you already have everything you need inside you. Everything you need to leave your protective shell behind and begin your own journey. You must begin by walking a transformational path of self-discovery and self-transcendence. A well-worn path as old as the Greek gods and human storytelling itself. A magical path that Joseph Campbell called the hero's journey.